There will be weeks in the Holy Torah filled with thunder and flame. Seas split wide. Mountains wrapped in smoke. Heaven roaring with command. And then there'll be weeks like this one. No spectacle, no plague, no rebellion shaking the camp. Instead, the Holy One commands Israel to bring offerings of gold, silver, copper, blue thread, fine linen, and acacia wood. He reveals the design of the ark. Gold within and gold without. The table of showbread, the golden menorah hammered from a single piece. The curtains woven with blue and crimson. The beams and sockets measured with precision. The altar, the courtyard, every hook counted. And they shall make for me a sanctuary, and I shall dwell among them. 3 currents shape this voyage: a call to give, a blueprint for holiness, and a dwelling place for the divine presence. But ere we lay a single beam of teaching, across centuries, across seas, across exile and return, one prayer remains. Please join me in the reciting the prayer of our people, the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kavod, Mahuto, Leolam Vayed. There be riches scattered through these sacred waters, not coin that rests at the bottom of a fountain, tossed in hope, settled in silence, whispering of broken dreams and unanswered prayers. Not plunder seized in haste and squandered by dawn, but treasures buried deep in the word of the Holy One, blessed be He, waiting for hearts willing to search. Each week, we sail not for spectacle, not for noise, not for passing wind. We sail for wisdom that outlasts storms, for beams strong enough to bear glory, for sanctuaries built in the soul. There be treasures in the Torah, and we seek to find them. And we look and we search to discover the treasures in the Torah. Let us begin.
Once hidden, roots we reclaim. From scattered sparks we learn our name. Through longest night the call remains the same. Echoed truth, no time restrained. Treasures in the Torah, long proclaimed. Ancient truth becomes eternal flame. By By the Torah's light, we chart our way through darkest night to break of day. Across the seas where exiles roam, the written word becomes our home. What once was hidden now is shown, guiding us where truth has grown. From generations, voice and flame, we rise to walk the path again. Avast me hearties, welcome to Treasures in the Torah. Welcome aboard.
Speak to the children of Israel, that they may take from me a portion from every man whose heart stirs him, shall you make my offering. Shemot 25:2. The Holy One does not demand tribute. He invites participation. Rashi notes the phrase, take for me. For when a man gives to holiness, he is the one who truly receives. Commanded design, willing heart. Then comes the pattern. According to all that I will show you, the pattern of the Mishkan, so you can make it. Shemot 25:9. Nothing is improvised. Nothing's left to personal taste or color choice. People are not interpreting the words of God and just doing it in their own way because they think that somehow Hashem understands their heart and he will honor what they give. But they have nothing improvised, nothing left to taste. The ark is described first, gold within, gold on the without, and wood at its core. The Midrash teaches that just as the ark was gold inside and out, so must a Torah scholar be inwardly as he appears outwardly. In other words, we are to be consistent. We are to be the same person that we are inside as we are on the outside. When we are within our homes, when we lock our door for the evenings, we need to be the same person that the world sees of us when we leave our threshold, when we kiss the mezuzah leaving our homes in the morning. We need to be the same person that we are inside. Because integrity is architecture. Wood at the center is humanity. Gold overlay is refinement. Ramban writes that the glory revealed at Sinai would now dwell continually among Israel. The fire and cloud would rest between the kevarim. Thunder would become presence. Then the menorah, hammered from a single piece, not assembled in fragments, light shaped through pressure. Then the table, bread placed continually before the presence, gratitude structured, curtains of blue, purple, and crimson. Blue like the sea, sea like the sky, sky like the throne of glory. Every thread carries direction. Every color teaches ascent. Sockets of silver weighed precisely. Hooks of gold measured exactly. For holiness is not vague. It is detailed. It is deliberate. Structure first, then glory. So now, the spyglass turns to us. Look well. What be ye buildin'? Your home, framed for peace or patched with convenience? Your table, altar of blessing or dock of distraction? Your speech, beams of kindness or splinters that wound? The Talmud teaches that since the temple fell, the Holy One has no dwelling but the 4 cubits of halakha, measured life, ordered obedience. Holiness begins with what you choose to give. What we choose to give becomes our sacrifice. Time, attention, restraint, generosity, consistency. Every habit lays timber. Every guarded word sets a beam. Every disciplined act raises curtain. Build, not in theory, in practice. And yet, are ye building many holy things, and yet forgetting to make space for the Holy One himself? For when the presence seeks a dwelling in your life, will it find walls prepared or space left empty? Gold overlays the structure, but blue reminds us where the structure must point: toward heaven, toward presence. Structure first, then glory. This week, we remember Rabbi Yosef Karo, born in Spain in exile's shadow, driven across seas by decree, when sanctuary of wood and gold stood no more. He rebuilt sanctuary within daily life. His Shulchan Aruch became beams and sockets for a scattered nation. How to bless bread, how to sanctify time, how to guard speech, how to prepare for Shabbat. Not spectacle, structure. Sanctuary is not always raised in deserts beneath curtains of blue. Sometimes it is raised at a kitchen table, when bread is blessed with intention, when children are taught with patience, when speech is guarded instead of sharpened, when Shabbat candles are lit as dwelling prepared. Structure first, then glory. The next voyage, we will sail deeper into sacred design. For knowing what's to build be not the same as building it. Aye. So if these treasures strengthen your hull, if they steady your compass, if they help you to build a dwelling fit for the presence, then carry them further. Like this voyage, share it, and speak below what you've been building. Because honestly, if you do not comment, if you do not respond, we really have no way to know if you're on board. Yivarecha Adonai v'rishomrecha, Ya'er Adonai panav alecha v'hunecha, Yisa Adonai panav alecha, v'yasem lecha shalom. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May Hashem illuminate his countenance for you and be gracious to you. May Hashem lift his face towards you and grant you peace. May the wind in your sails be filled with Hashem's righteousness, and may the evil urge plunge straight to Davy Jones' locker. Remember, what are you making? What are the fruits of your labor? If you want to know, if you want to understand what Hashem wants, he has given us directions. He has explained it thoroughly in his Torah. We don't have to wander aimlessly. We don't have to take guesses, assuming that he knows our hearts and that he will be honored by what we do. He makes it abundantly clear. All we need to do is follow along and read the directions. Shabbat Shalom, blessings to you, and I look forward to seeing you on our next voyage.